Hi, I'm Amy Rosoff Davis, and welcome to Glow. This is a Pilates Sculpt class aimed at helping you connect deeper to your core, strengthen and elongate your muscles, and help you find a mindful way of moving your body while strengthening it and also working on your flexibility. As far as props today, I have a set of ankle weights that is already on. Mine are 2 pounds. You're welcome to do 1 or 3 or no ankle weights. I just encourage you to use a weight that you can properly focus on your form as well. And I also have a 9-inch Pilates ball I'll be using today for your form, for any lower back issues, and to activate your inner thighs. If you don't have either of these props, you may still do this workout and you will thrive. They're just to enhance your practice. With that being said, we will start on all fours today. You will grab that 9-inch Pilates ball and you're going to put your right hand in the Pilates ball, your left leg all the way out. You're going to equal your hips out so your hips not open, but your hips are even, dropping the shoulders. And we're going to just start by pulsing and gradually putting our weight into that right hand more and more while activating our core. So you're going to knit your rib cage together. You're not sucking in your stomach, but you're knitting and activating your core together and pulling your belly button up to your spine. And then I'm pulsing that left leg up and down while placing more pressure into this ball. And I'm elongating through the top of my head, letting my neutral spine exist as it is instead of rounding or arching. But I'm putting weight in this ball, which is helping activate my core, my obliques, work my shoulders, and then I'm watching my neck, my jaw, any tension. Still pulsing that left leg, putting weight into this right hand or arm, and you can be mindful of your wrist while still putting weight on this ball. And if you don't have the ball, you can just be with your hand on the mat. All good. You can also go onto your elbow if it's too much on your wrist. Keep pulsing here, getting nice equal weight distribution. Breathe for 10, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's go down to that elbow and then move your left hand forward a little bit. And then you're going to put even more weight into that right elbow. Now we're going to circle, just 20 each way. Breathe, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the hips even. Slow, mindful circle here. Slight bend in the left elbow. Breathe. 9, keeping that belly button pulled up towards that tailbone. 7, 6, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and reverse. Around, 2, breathe. 5, shoulders away from the ears, breathing, keeping these abdominal muscles engaged. 10 more, breathe. 10, 9, it's okay to wobble a little bit, it means you're really working on that balance and activation. For 4, breathe. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now let's step that left foot through. Just give it a nice little stretch, opening the hips, dropping the shoulders, opening the right psoas and hip flexor, and releasing behind the left leg. Good. Breathe. Coming back to all fours, back to hands under your shoulders, reaching the right foot out this time, left shoulder drop, pushing into the ball, hips even, pulsing. Doing 50 of these mindful pulses, activating the glutes, working on that long, tall form, pulling the abdominals in. So you're working your core, your shoulders, your glutes. My toe is reaching out far back behind me, so my whole leg is engaged. I'm focusing on my breath, being mindful of my wrists, breathing. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Really controlled with that pulse, slow and mindful. Good. 10 more for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to the elbow on the left side, and we'll do those circles, putting more weight. Good. Dropping that right shoulder, watching your neck, keeping those hips even. 10 more for 10. 5. Breathe. Reverse. Up. 2. Pulling the abdominals in, activating everything. A lot of burning in that right glute. 10 more. 10. Breathe for 6. 4. 3. 2. 1. Good. Stepping that right foot through, getting a nice stretch. Breathe and release. Good. Now you're going to come to your elbows around the ball. You're going to squeeze the ball between your hands like this. So we're just doing a nice little plank here, but keeping our arms really active. I want you to squeeze that ball so your arms are really engaged, pushing into your heels, abdominals pulled up into your spine, watching your neck, your jaw, keeping the hips equal with the ground, squeezing that ball. Breathe. 4. 3. 2. Come down and rest. We're going to add on, coming back into a little child's pose to stretch. Come forward again. You're going to squeeze that ball, coming back into your plank. This time your right leg is going to cross over your left leg. You're going to lift and lower for 10, 9, breathe, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We can pause in between. Take a nice little break into a child's pose. Breathe. Forward again. Breathe. Drop the shoulders. Left foot behind the right now. Squeeze that ball for 10. For 6. Breathe. 5. Pulling the abs up. 2, 1. Good. Bring the knees back in. Let's grab that ball. Nice little stretch through the obliques, through the shoulders, the neck. And up to the other side. Turn that ball over. Get a nice stretch there. Good. And then while we're on this left side, you can take the ball. I like to use it to have nice activation for my hand. You may also use it behind your head, wherever you need it for support to keep you really stacked so that your hips are square here. That nice zipper. So you don't want to be open and have your hip flexor activated. You want your hip abductor side line to be activated. So you're going to lift and lower. Starting off nice and simple here. I'm dropping my shoulder, pushing into this ball. You may also just push into the ground. Just helping me activate. Your obliques are really fired up here. My core is engaged. I'm lengthening through my toe. 10 more. 8, slow and mindful. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1, pushing this ball, bring the leg forward and back for 10. 9, breathe slow and controlled. 8, stretching the leg, activating, elongating it, pushing that ball, activate the oblique. For 4, 3, almost there. 2, last one, and 1. You're in a circle to the back for 10, 9, nice and controlled, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, and reverse, keeping those hips nice and stacked, pushing into that ball. Get those obliques really activated. Drop that right shoulder. 7, breathe. 8, 9, one more. 10. Good. We'll come up in between sides, stretching that leg. Inhale, exhale. I'm in a double pigeon, but you can also be in a butterfly. Breathe. Coming back up. Other side, stacking those hips. Oh, I have a leaf. Thank you, nature. Good. Whatever modification you use on the first side, try and use it on the second side. Keeping the hips nice and stacked. First, lifting and lowering really mindfully for 20. Zipping this pocket. Breathe. Again, really dropping this left shoulder, so I'm really activating this oblique. Elongation through my legs. I'm reaching that left leg long and out under me and really focusing on breath and tempo here. So I'm controlling this lift and lower. Breathe. 9, 8, doing great. 7, for 5, almost there. 4, 3, 2, one more. 1, good. Bring that leg forward for just 10, but really active, slow 10. Breathe, push into that ball. 9, drop the shoulder. Breathe. 3 more. For 3, 2, last 1. Back for circles, really slow and controlled. Tracing a perfect circle with your toe. 10 more this direction for 10. 9, dropping the shoulder, activate that oblique. Use your jaw, your neck, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And reverse. Up, keeping the hips stacked. 2, breathe. Controlling that leg. Breathe for 7. 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, one more. 1, great. Stretching that leg. Inhale up, exhale forward. Breathe, release. One more deep breath. Good. And we're going to go onto our back. Down. You're going to put the ball under your legs here. Reaching your arms long, feet together on the ball if you have it. Activating your arms here, you're just going to come up, knees together, and down. Just for 10. Here's 9. Squeezing the inner thighs together, dropping the shoulders, rolling through the spine, activating the core. One more. For 4, 3, 2, one more. Good. You're going to lift up and your feet are going to come forward to your heels and back for 10. Squeezing the inner thighs together. 9, 8, engaging the core. 7, 4, 3, 2, one more. And roll pull down. Good. Bring the ball up between your ankles. Your weights are still on. Elongate through the back of the legs. Let's just flex and point for 10, 9, 8. See how my arms are activated next to me. 7. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. Feet down to 45. Keeping the rib cage knit together, not letting it puff out. And back up and pulse. For 2, down, down, down. Squeezing the rib cage. Back up. Pulse. Breathe. Activating the arms. Keeping the back of the rib cage down. So depending on your flexibility and strength, you might be doing a smaller version of this or maybe a bigger version. You want to stay mindful that your core is really active, and again, you're not spilling out your abdominal muscles, but they're really active and knit together. So until they start to puff up, that's when you stop. And you pulse up at 90. 4 more. Breathe for 3, for 2. Good. Last 1. Good. Let's take that ball for a second. We'll do a little thread the needle. You can grab your shin behind your leg. You can have your leg down wherever you are, flexibility wise. Breathe. 1 more inhale. And exhale. And switch sides. Breathe, releasing here. Good. You'll take the ankle weights off, but you'll keep the weights because you're using them in your hands now. You can, while you're switching, lift your neck, get a little abdominal action right there. You're going to put both weights, if you can, into the right hand. And then you're going to take your Pilates ball, if you have it, and put it in between your knees. Your left hand will be long and activated by your side down here, down there. And your right hand is going to reach not so far that your shoulder comes up, but about like almost to your ear. And your legs are going to come out, and then your arms are going to come down as they scoop in. So 10, 9, reach long, keep the abdominals pulled in, breathe, 8, 7, really important to keep the shoulder pulled down away from your ears so it doesn't get into your neck and traps. 6, keeping the left hand grounded into the mat. Squeezing the knees together. Reach long for 4. Breathe for 3, for 2. 1 more. And 1. Good. Same legs. You'll switch the arms. For 10. Really controlled. You're keeping those abdominals active. 9. 8. 7. Breathe. 6. Almost there. You're doing great. Breathe out on the work. In on the rest. 2 more. 1 more. Good. You can drop the weights now. Keep your feet at the tabletop. And just squeeze for 20. Your knees over hips. Feet at 90 degrees from the knees. Really activate the arms, activate the core. Keep the tailbone pushed down. Tiny space in my lumbar spine. My feet are equal to my knees so they're not flopping out of the place. 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. We did it. Let's stretch both knees over. Release. Breathe. Just let everything go. One more deep breath. Other side. Releasing the hips. Let go of your stomach muscles now. Let everything just relax. You put one hand on your belly. Breathe. Good. Come up and a little butterfly. Sitting up tall. Inhale. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel more connected, longer, stronger, and wonderful. I will be back with another live stream next week, a sweaty fusion. In the meantime, there's tons of incredible content available on Glow. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.